a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC Worldwide, brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. About a dozen protesters from the group Charlotte Strong demonstrated outside of City Hall against the city's vision of a redeveloped Port of Rochester. The group opposes the newest version of the plan, which includes a 10-story residential and hotel tower adjacent to the new marina south of Ontario Beach Park. They believe their view of the lake will be ruined for a project they believe will turn out to be the next fast ferry debacle. They carried signs opposing sale of public land to private developers. Also at last night's City Council meeting, a group including Rochester clergy and police reformers urged the city to equip its police officers with body-mounted cameras. The United Christian Leadership Ministry and the Coalition for Police Reform believe this will head off the sort of recent situation in which a viral video of an arrest sparks protests and bad feelings. Gates police officers currently wear the cameras. The city has been reviewing a federal study and considering whether to issue cameras to its officers. The truck driver who crashed Monday and shut down a Key West Side Highway interchange has been charged with unreasonable speed and making an unsafe lane change. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says the driver of the tractor-trailer was 63-year-old Myron Diamond Jr. of Oswego. He's in satisfactory condition at Strong Memorial Hospital, recovering from a broken rib and other injuries. It took nearly 60 firefighters and other emergency personnel a couple of hours to get him out of the wrecked cab. The truck rolled on its side, taking the left-hand exit from I-490 eastbound to Route 390 north in Gates. The truck slid to the edge of the overpass on the ramp, with the cab dangling off the edge of the bridge by its trailer hitch. Say virus these days, and Ebola is probably the first thing that comes to mind, but Governor Cuomo has named a task force that's planning to defeat an earlier virus, HIV, which causes AIDS. Cuomo says the task force and associated advisory groups will work out steps to cut the number of new HIV infections in New York to just 750 a year by 2020. State health officials say this will take three things: identifying the undiagnosed people with HIV and getting them into treatment, keeping people with the virus in treatment, and teaching high-risk people how to avoid exposure. If the number of cases can be gotten down to 750 a year, that means there would be fewer new cases than the number of New Yorkers who die of the infection annually, and it would be considered over. A 26-year-old Rochester man was shot in the arm Tuesday afternoon near the corner of Chila Avenue and Salina Street. Police say the victim walked up to an officer about 6 p.m. and reported he'd been shot by a man who approached him near the intersection. The victim went to Strong Memorial Hospital and is recovering. A Monroe County grand jury has indicted 25-year-old Amanda Hunt on charges of first-degree vehicular manslaughter, aggravated driving while intoxicated, and DWI. Prosecutors say the Rush woman was drunk the night of July 26th when she slammed her car into one other driven by Lisa Welk at the corner of Highland Drive and Calkins Road. The 51-year-old woman died at the scene. Her daughter survived. Hunt's being held on $25,000 bail. And that same grand jury has indicted the Rochester man accused of stabbing a Brockport College student on charges of second-degree attempted murder, first-degree burglary, and 2 counts of assault. Osage Timothy is accused of stabbing SUNY Brockport freshman David Medina at the entrance to his dorm room on September 30th. Monroe County Executive Maggie Brooks and other county officials have launched the annual Coats for Seniors campaign, collecting gently used or new winter coats for seniors in need. This is the 11th year for the annual fall coat drive. Collection sites are at the county office building and town senior centers, as well as the Office for Aging. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of these pages and catch one. We post updates as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.